Transcend is our flagship interview guidance program. To improve your chances in personality test, enroll in our Transcend program and get personalized attention. Link to enroll for the program is in the description below.
So let's start with Haryana. You belong to a state which is known on one side with its economic growth because of the green revolution and a lot of industry. So quite we can consider it as in the category of developed states, right? But on the very other hand, we have very bleak issues over there, like female feticide. The sex ratio is not very good in the state, and on the other hand, we have the issues like khap panchayats. So, how are you going to justify this dichotomy of economic growth on one side and social problems on the other side? How are you going to? How do you view this dichotomy?
Ma'am, undoubtedly the dichotomy in the state of Haryana exists. It is because Haryana has been an agricultural land, and because of green revolution, the per capita income of people have increased. At the same time, the attachedness to the land has also increased. So people are not willing to part away with their land to be given to the daughter. So, so they want that the land property must remain with the son. So, in that regard, patriarchy has also perpetuated generation after generation, and incidents that is Kha panchayats also hold political clout in the state as well. So there has been a continuation of these institutions and patriarchy in the state, while the per capita GDP is increasing.
So how are you going to deal with this? I mean, what should be the way that not only economic growth should take place, but even the social development should be there in the state? What should be the steps that can be taken?
Ma'am, firstly, it must be ensured that the growth in the state of Haryana must be balanced. That is, there is still a difference. Most of the income or taxes come from the NCR, that is Gurgaon region, and while the regions of Sirsa, Bhiwani are still backward, which, for example, which are the Bhiwani, which are the stronghold of Kha panchayats. Then there is a need for an attitudinal change, which takes time, and with the coming of the new Panchayati Raj institutions, with educated joining these institutions, grassroots democratic institutions, their stronghold is bound to decrease. And rise in education, the young people are not adhering to the patriarchal norms, and they are mm, uh, enjoying their rights of freedom and liberty. So there has to be ensured that education, skill development, women empowerment must go hand in hand with the change in societal value.
So you talked about women empowerment. Uh, what should be the first step that the state can take in this step of women empowerment? Because we, as I already
The most important step that the government can take is that the Hindu Succession Act, after the Supreme Court has given a judgment in 2005, that it should be mandated that the half of the property must go to girl. So if the girl is also economically empowered in that respect, then it will be ensured that no dowry is paid. Nobody will like to pay dowry when they have already paid, already given the girl her property. That will also lead to economic empowerment, thus empowerment of the family, and its reach is limited to a particular area and it is not extended. And it is said to have emerged in that particular area only. While that tradition is spread over a whole geographical area, and it is a mostly an urban based phenomena, and although there are interactions between the traditions, but they still maintain their distinct identity.
Okay. Okay. So, do you think that these kinds of little tradition and great tradition is playing a role regarding your differentiation between the rural areas and the urban areas, even at this moment of time, at this juncture when we have moved like so many years in the advancement or the evolution of the human history? Do you think that these things still survive and it is playing, a hurdle in the overall development of the suburban areas or the rural areas?
Ma'am, rural areas have their own traditions. For example, if we are talking about fighting the corona pandemic, then they have their own traditions with regard to, for example, they have been using kada for a number of years. They're using their angocha for covering their mouth, which the urban people find it using strange. So they have their own traditions which are helping them. At the same time, they are still caste-oriented society, which sometimes acts as a obstacle to the growth of the society. So it impacts both positively as well as negatively. Similar is the case with great tradition, where people in urban areas are not so much socially connected. Still, they have modernized themselves and are continuously progressing. So both tradition have their um, positive and negatives.
Okay.
Thank you for watching the video. Civils Daily provides complete UPSC guidance with multiple GS courses, test series, and personalized mentorship. Please fill the Samanvay form link below to experience our one-to-one mentorship. Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Civils Daily.